I am an idiot. Oh, I had a feeling that I was muted. Anyways, I was talking to myself like an idiot for 5 minutes. I mean, I'm already an idiot, but... Anyways, as I was saying, before realizing that I was muted, it has been a bit of time since I last tried things about 2 weeks ago. Last week was really busy. Luckily today, there's a bit of time for me to stream today. I don't know if I'll be able to stream on Saturday though. I'm really hoping I can get a stream going where I can stream Tokyo Stream Racer. Because I feel like that'd be a pretty fun game to play. Although I'm still concerned that it'll probably blow up my computer. Because I remember the last time I played TXR, like I was able, like if I play like just with the app, like that app itself running, it's fine most of the time. Like there's a little bit of stutters here and there. Most part's fine. It's when I try to stream it where the stuttering happens more often. And that's my concern with streaming TXR. This car does step out a bit. Hey John, how's it going? Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you didn't see the scuff where I was talking without realizing that I was muted for like a solid 5 minutes, give or take. But for those who don't know what's going on here, you're just tuning in. First of all, welcome. This is the new laptop challenge where it's with the MX-5, I believe it's the 12R version at Deep Forest. So if you're in GT7, you want to get this one to go, definitely do so. You have about 2 weeks to try to get a decent time to get the credit rewards whenever this laptop challenge ends. For me, what I'm doing, I'm just trying to get used to this car because I haven't driven it before. So I'm trying to get used to what sort of things this car likes and doesn't like. At least within the realm of Deep Forest. This week, oh my god. This week has kind of been the week of all time. This work's been crazy. So I haven't had any time to edit the Nürburgring video. I did record some things, but I just haven't had time to edit them. Because so far I have the footage for 3 cars. That was really early in the brakes, but I'll find out exactly when to brake as I do more laps. Yeah, so for the Nürburgring series, I already have the footage for the Opel VGT because curiosity got the best out of me. So that's the next car. And then I recorded the footage for another car where it was actually tricky to drive. Like I thought it was gonna be like kind of like a slowish car, like kind of easy to drive, but no, this one's actually pretty tricky. I mean, it's a bit on the slower side. Like you can get on the throttle a little aggressively, which I mean I don't mind. but it's when you're trying to slow down, and especially if you try to downshift, the car in question, in which I'm not going to say which car it is yet, because yeah, that's not the next car I'll be making the video on. But the car in question, yeah, like it's surprisingly easy to upset it when you're trying to slow down. It caught me off guard so many times. And I was like, why is this car doing that? So I had to throw in a lot more attempts and laps to get a really good feel for the car. I think when I first did it, like when I got my first lap in, I think it was like 840 at the Nürburgring. So I was like, okay, that's a little too slow. Like, I know this car can go faster. I know I can go much faster in this car, but it's like, I'm trying to be aware that this car has a bit of a mind of its own when you're trying to get on the brakes. So I had to do some more laps, and I was able to bring it down to a decent time. Not the best time, but decent enough to make the video on it. So it won't be the next car or the next video, because that's the Opal's video, but it'll be the one after. But first, consumer, hopefully you're doing well as well. You did hear me. Yeah, I've been doing alright, just been busy. Busy, but alright. Got 48, nice. Racer, how's it going? Yeah, I just barely started doing this time trial when, I don't know how many minutes ago it was when I started the stream. Yeah, I mean, I only drove around just a tiny bit, but that was just for like last night, but that was for the thumbnail. But like actually trying to get a decent time on this is my first go at it, and I'm hoping I can get the time down to whatever. I don't even know. I don't even know what time I should bring it down to. I'm hoping I can get a decent time soon, pretty soon, because I think Deep Forest is a kind of easy track. You do have 2 long straights, so like if you get good exits out of the corners that take you to those straights, it's like that's a lot of time gain right there. At least I would imagine. Yeah, but I've already been at this for a few minutes. I probably don't need to grab 4th gear. I could probably just stay on 3rd gear. Anyways, yeah, this one already feels pretty fun. I've only been at this for what, like 20 minutes tops, probably less than that. The only thing that gets annoying is when you have to start a new session, because you're all the way over here, so you gotta get yourself. So you gotta wait like a little bit of time before you actually start your lap. But other than that, this is a pretty decent time trial. I'm just curious about how much power and weight this car has, because it doesn't say anything. Is it 49? Yeah, 49. Just wondering what. Yeah, I'll eventually have to take a look and see what time I should be aiming for. I will not be surprised if it's like a 46. could probably just... I probably don't really need a brake. Yeah, I probably don't need a brake for that fast left-hander. I could probably just let the... What do you call it? Like hitting the rev limiter do that for me. Do the braking for me. Still trying to figure this out. Still trying to get to know this car. Okay, that wasn't too bad. The one thing that I will have to try to remember is that I need to shift, or like I don't want to rev it out too much, especially on second gear, because second gear it seems like you hit the revolutioner really quickly. Two. That's a .2. Okay, I might take a peek and see what time I need to go for. And okay, definitely not a 46. That'd be world record pace right there. All right, so yeah, looks like I need to try to get a 40. I want to see if I could try to get a 47. 48 should be in front. Easy 46s. Man, that'd be world record pace. Cause no one has a 46 yet. Unless my car was souped up, or if I had racing tires. Be funny though. 1.0 top for number one. Okay. Yeah. What? No, don't worry. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, oh, okay, I might need to get a 46, but I was like, never mind. 46 is world record pace. You know, that reminds me. Oh my god. This reminded me of this. So this was a lap guide I made. I think it was like for a daily race A, back in GT Sport, and it was one of those combinations where for some reason I was just stupidly good at. And I think I was like half a second off of the world record. Yeah, it was about half a second off of the world record. So I made a lap guide on it, and then someone eventually, this is like a while later, but someone eventually replied, is like, oh yeah, you could go a whole second faster if you really tried. Is like, mate, do you know that would smash the world record if I was able to like find a second just like that? It's like, or if I had faster tires. I don't know, that comment cracked me up though. I think I replied back, but I never got a response. Yeah. Every now and then, like getting those really silly comments like that cracks me up. The funniest ones are when it has to do with Lago Maggiore and its track limits. This is especially during the time when the Lewis Hamilton DLC came out. Because I think there's one of his challenges is at Lago Maggiore. And over there, obviously, you can cheese the living hell out of the track. Especially turn 4, if you remember turn 4 didn't have like that random curve in the pylons. That one you can just cut it super aggressively. And I remember someone like got extremely mad about that. I think he was even in all caps. It's like, well, okay then. I still found it really funny. It's like, well, looks like you don't know GT Sport that well enough if you don't know the ways of the lag measure where track limits are more of a suggestion. Good times. Good times. Surprisingly, you can still kind of catch it. And I feel like with me, like if a car steps out, like that's usually the end of it for me. But I feel like I feel like this has been happening a bit more lately, where I can somehow still be able to catch a car. I mean, I don't know. I mean, provided I don't hit the wall. And what am I doing? As you can tell, it has been a while since I've been on the seat. The thing I got to figure out is how to play catch up with the Nürburgring videos. I'll probably post one on Sunday, and then the next one goes on Tuesday. That way I'm caught up. The other thing, that's the other thing I wanted to briefly talk about. Because like looking up the cars is fun. The only thing is that it eats up so much time. It's like I just want to try to make it quick. I just want to like briefly talk about the car and then get on with the Nürburgring lap. So the part of the problem is like with some cars, there's like so much to talk about. It's like I don't know what I want to cover. Or with other cars, there's so little to talk about that it ends up taking forever to try to find something to talk about. And I've kind of already experienced the polar opposites. So like with the Jaguar E-Type, when I was looking up stuff about that car, there was so many things that talked about the car that it was pretty difficult to like try to find out. It's like, what do I want to talk about? What do I want to talk about while trying to keep it brief? And then when I was looking up the Volkswagen Golf, the Mark 7 version, there was so little to talk about for that car that I had a really hard time trying to figure out. I was like, well, what do I want to say about this car? And then that's when I realized, like, oh wait, that's when I made the whole spiel about how its performance was like really close to that of the GT of the Judge. It was like, all right, I'm gonna go with that. Because I know most of the things that I read up on about the Golf was about how that was one of the first cars that had like a new platform, or that was on a new platform. That made it a lot easier for Volkswagen to develop cars and increase reliability. That was kind of it. I was like, all right, cool. Well, what other things has this car done? No, that's about it. Dang it. Yeah, that, and I feel like I'm going to have a similar problem when I get to the Afeela. That one's going to be really, really interesting to make. Because, okay, so I don't know if you guys know. So this was about a few weeks ago. I got to see the Afeelas in person. feel like I can carry. I feel like I can carry a lot more speed through there, but it's just the gearing makes it extremely awkward. But anyway, so yeah, so a few weeks ago I got to see the Afila 1 in person. Because there's like some really random Instagram ad that I saw. I was like, oh yeah, we're doing an unveiling of the Afila 1 in our little pop-up shop. And I'm like, well, I might as well stop by and go check it out. I mean, after all, like, I haven't been to that mall in a while because the place where they have like the little pop-up stand or shop at, it's not too far of a drive. So I was like, okay, I can go there. I can make some time for it. So I want to go check it out. They only did like demos, so you can only look at it from the outside, and they let you in the car, but of course they don't they're just showing you like some of the things that it can do, but they're not allowing test drives yet. I think that's a bit closer to when they come out in the summer, next summer. I don't know. Have you guys seen the Afila 1 in person yet? Yeah, because I know that feeling for Lago Maggiore. Yeah. Right, dude, Racer. That is so true. Yeah, that's still one of my gripes about GT7. That it doesn't have your car record. I think they call it your car record. Yeah, I think they had like the Delta and it kept your time from the session, and then there's like a car record where it keeps the best for I think it's like for that very specific car model thing entity. Ooh, very nice, Racer. Hopefully your stream went well. Yeah, hopefully it went well. Anyways, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't know how to feel, no pun intended, about the Afila 1. The only okay, I'm not gonna say the only, but like one of the cool things that I found out is that you can theoretically, because I haven't seen it put to test yet, because on the dashboard of the Afila, it's like a long gigantic screen. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then if you have GT7, just load up the Afila 1 and then you can take a look at it there. So there's like a gigantic screen that goes across the entire dashboard, or nearly the entire dashboard. Because the guy was showing me like some of the things I can do, and I noticed that it has PS Remote Play. So theoretically speaking, if it's still there whenever they release the Afila 1, you can play your PlayStation games in the car. I don't know about controlling the actual car with if you bring out the DualSense controller. I don't know if you can actually control the car. Those would be really funny if you can. But you can play PlayStation games on the Afila, or in the Afila. As it looks like it had the one that went inside. It had PS Remote Play. But the other thing, that's kind of the other thing. Is like, because I was thinking about it a bit, because I'm like, what? I don't quite understand what the point of the Afila 1 is. I don't. It's probably me just being an idiot as usual. But I feel like I don't understand what the car. Like, what's the point of the car? I don't know. Does anyone feel like they know what I'm feeling about the Fila? Because funny enough, I mean, ever since I went to that place, I've been getting nonstop ads about it. And I'm like, okay, fine. I'm gonna be more critical about your car now. Wind direction. Wait, what? Anyways, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I'm just having a hard time wrapping my head around what the car is supposed to be. Is it just like a very expensive media player thing that happens to have 4 wheels that may be able to self-drive down the future, or down the line in the future? I don't know. Because self-driving, that I don't know, that doesn't really interest me, to be honest. Like the idea of like cars being able to self-drive it's a cool idea. It just doesn't interest me. I want to drive my cars. I don't want the cars to drive themselves, because then that'll make my commutes boring. Or the scenic drives, it'll be boring. I want to drive. But I was late on the brakes. And the other thing is, okay, and then the other thing that I was definitely not feeling it was the price tag. Because I think there's 2 editions of the Fila, and like one of them is like 85 grand, the other was like 100 grand. I'm like, eesh, that's a lot of dollars. Not that I'm planning to get a car soon, anyways. Much less an EV. Maybe down the line there might be something about the field that'll get me a lot more interested in the car, but it's like right now it just has me confused. But I will say one thing about that little pop-up event. I don't know food they're serving, or like little snack things. It's pretty good. And it was a nice excuse to go back to that mall, because I haven't been to that mall in quite some time. I think the last time I was there was before the pandemic. Yeah, shoot, it was really that long. Holy hell. Okay, this car can get a bit sketchy right there. Let me see what the suspension settings are, because that's starting to throw me off a bit. Is it like super soft? Oh yeah. I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah, that's some pretty soft suspension. Okay, I was thinking it's probably gonna be like in the twos, but no, it's 1.6 on both sides. That is a soft suspension. Also, there is something that, okay, there's quite a few things I need to talk about, because this is basically me catching up. One thing, because this is fast approaching, where the daylight saving time is gonna end, I think, a bit into November. I think it's like the first or second weekend of November when the daylight saving time ends over here. So we'll be going back 1 hour, which means, hold on, let me just go through here. You get a better understeering there, which means for these new laptop challenges, they'll be going live at 11 p.m. That was way too aggressive. They'll be going live at 11 p.m. instead of midnight over here. What I'm thinking is that usually I tend to be awake until probably like midnight or even 1 a.m. So what I'm thinking is that motorcycle. What I'm thinking is that once the time goes back an hour, I'll move these streams from what it is now to the moment the laptop challenge comes out. Because chances are I'll still probably be awake at 1 in the morning, unless like for some reason I'm like really dozing off. But it'll let me stream this like the moment it comes out, and not like one night later. And of course I can, like, if I feel like I can still improve on whatever laptop challenge it is, then I can definitely do like a follow-up stream like at this time later that Thursday where I try to improve my time. So I guess you could say like the first stream at 11 p.m. when the laptop challenge comes out is like a teaser stream, or not like a teaser, but like a preview. So like you get to see what the time trial is and see people like me struggle. And then by the time I come back later the day, I should already have an idea about what I need to do to get the time I want. I might just stay on third gear to that left-hander. I don't know. What do you guys think about me moving these streams to 11 p.m. once the time goes back an hour over here. Because I know over here 11 p.m. it's gonna be pretty late, but for those in Europe, it'll be morning. So quite a few of them will be waking up. Some might already be awake, just starting the day. And if I need to do a follow-up stream where I can try to improve my times, then I can definitely do that later on in the day at around this time. I feel like I'm braking too early for this right turn. At least this car has a horn. Oh, I forgot to shift. Well, the good news is that we're doing good. I want to see if I can try to get into the 47s before the 2-hour mark. Does anyone know if sports hard tires are the default tire for this car, or does this car default on comfort softs? I'll be honest, it does feel grippy at times. So kind of thing is like, I wonder if these are the actual tires that this MX-5 comes with, or did PD switch them out from the comfort softs? Because I think I know the regular versions have the comfort soft tires. I'm not too sure about this one though. I just saw a message. I'll read that in just a moment. Let me just try to make it through this turn. Doing good. Let's see. Yeah, I have you guys on the phone, so I can't really read chat. I have to bring it out over here. Chris, how's it going? Default sports hides. Okay, that's good to know. Sweet. Let's go a little moth flying around over here. What else is it gonna say? Because there's just been a lot of things going on over here. Mostly good. The only bad thing is I have to schedule my payment for my student loan soon. That's the only bad thing going on. But other than that, we're doing all right. You gotta be really careful on the throttle. Like, the car will start to over rotate, but it doesn't really tell you. I don't know how else to word it, because I know some cars you'll hear the tires squeal and it's like, okay, the car's stepping out, but it's like this car, it'll just step out. So what's it? going into the first tunnel, that's where I got to be a bit careful. I got to see if I can try to open it up so I can get a better line and hopefully keep the car very well behaved. Oh yeah. So, for those who don't follow me on, actually, oh no, I didn't even mention that. Oh, yeah. So I didn't even mention that. So, last weekend I did a race, although it's not a motorsport race. I did a 5K run, a 5K race. It was pretty fun. My pace might suck because, well, first of all, I'm a very big guy, but it was still very fun. I'm trying to remember if I mentioned it. I don't think I have, or if I did, I probably barely even said a word about it. So I've been running. Technically speaking, I started in March, but I kept getting injuries, so they kept taking me out of commission until I want to say probably late August. Yeah, I think it was like late August where I finally started running and didn't get any injuries that forced me to stop running. And so sometime in September I did my very first 5K race. It was a lot of fun, and that gave me an idea about what my pace is where my pace is at. Because I know, like in the world of running, like they have like a whole bunch of ways to measure your pace. Because I know there's like kilometers per mile, or like your time in kilometers per mile, like your like minutes and seconds per kilometer, and then there's one for per mile. There's one for 5K. There's a whole bunch of things. So far I've done 2 5K races. I just did one in last weekend. It was pretty fun. So I'm starting to get a better idea of what my pace is, or what my 5K pace is. So what I'm hoping is that I can try to improve it a little bit more. Because if I improve it by a little bit more, then I feel like I'll be confident. I'll feel confident. Wow, that was such a word salad. I feel that if I can get my time down a bit more from the 5K races, then I'll feel confident that I can start to do 10K races and still be able to finish within the time limit. Because for these races, like a lot of them have like a time limit, so it's like if you do a 5K race, you have 1 hour to finish it. If you do a 10K race, you have 2 hours to finish it. And then I think it's like if you have a half marathon, I think you have like 4 hours to finish it, something like that. But anyways, it's like it's already a very nice surprise that I can somehow jog 3 miles, even though like I'm like big, and I honestly feel surprised that my pace isn't catastrophically bad. I mean, it's not fast. I'm gonna be honest about that. It's not fast, but I feel that for someone of my size, It's surprising. And the other thing is that, like, when I do these 5K races, I usually don't feel tired. There's like a little fly or moth that's like flying around here. It's getting on my nerves. But anyways, yeah. So I'm hoping that I can improve my time even more, because I think my 5K times are anywhere from like, I think it's like a 41 or a 42-minute race that I've been doing. I'm going to be doing one soonish, so that should give me a better idea about what times I'm doing. And then with that information, then I'll know. I'll have a much better idea about, like, this is my average pace, and see how I can set goals to try to improve it. But honestly, like, doing these races, they're a lot more fun than I thought. Like, I don't know. I just find it funny because for the longest time I've hated running. And now it's like I'm over here like, oh yeah, I'm just going to go on a run now. Oh yeah, I'm going to go do a 5K race now. Oh yeah, I want to do a 10K race. And this all kind of just came out of nowhere. I don't know. I feel like it is so not me to be like, yeah, I don't mind running. I like running. Because I used to hate running. Oh, I feel like that could have been a good lap. Yeah, that is very true. Used to love running, hated it. Now I'm 40. Yeah, I'm in my 30s. And yeah, ever since I was a kid, I hated running. She likes trail breaking. Yeah, it's trail breaking and smooth kind of. Yeah, because I know what's in the. Yeah, for the first tunnel, like if you get aggressive on the throttle, the car is gonna start to do a whole bunch of funky things. No, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, like, what made me decide, hey, I suddenly like to run now. Because I know there's been stints or times in the past where for a while I'd go running and, like, I'd see results. Like, I'd see that I'm losing weight and all that stuff. I'd be like, yeah, let's keep going, and then I just stop. This time, yeah. This time, even though it sounds like a movie cliche, it feels different. I will say, like, the vibes, like when in the 2 races I've gone to so far, I really like the vibes. It's like y'all are there to do the same thing. Try to run a 5K, have a good time, cheering each other on. It's like, hell yeah, I'm down for that. So what I'm trying to do, like, I'm trying to run every couple of days out of the week. I don't want to do it like every day, because I feel like I burn out, and I feel like that wouldn't necessarily be the best thing. Like, my legs wouldn't really like that. It if I'm like constantly running and just like not giving it time to rest. So right now what I'm doing is I'm running, or like I give myself 2 rest days per week. I might bring it down to 1. And I think I'm doing what, probably like 3 days? Like 2 or 3 days out of the week I go run, or I go jog a 5K distance or near 5K distance. And then the other days I work on something else. Arms, chest, abs. But the nice thing is that I feel like if I feel like something is too much or too little, then I can easily adjust it. Oh god, I feel like you got. Another thing is that so every now and then I like to do extremely silly things, and I quickly found out that it is very easy to do some very silly things in these races. I mean, so in the first 5K run, it was anime themed. And some people went out in cosplays, so like they had costumes on, and it's like, okay, that's cool, and that's like hell of a dedication. But it's like, I don't have any costumes. I don't cosplay. I only cosplayed once, and it was what, like back in 2014 when I cosplayed. So the next best thing I did was I took one of the plushies with me that I have. Like I took a plushie of a VTuber. I feel like if I nail down this part, I can gain some good time. But anyways, so I took a VTuber plushie with me, and I did the entire 5K just holding it in my hand. And then at the finish line, like I raised it up like that. So I showed it to the streamer, or to the VTuber herself, and she found it extremely funny. And then a while later, I saw a post on the Uma Musume Reddit, on the Uma Musume subreddit, where someone did a 5K and they had a plushie of like one of the characters, but they had like a chest bag, so they were able to and they were able to put the plushie in that bag, and they were able to run the 5K like pretty comfortably. And I was like, that's a brilliant idea. Like why did I not think about that? So I bought the bag. So for the 5K I did last weekend, I took the same plushie with me, and I put her in the bag. Put the chest bag on with the plushie on it, and I did the 5K with it. I got a couple funny comments about it, because like you just don't expect to see like something really silly like that, but yeah, I did that. And yeah, it was surprisingly very comfortable. Like it didn't make me uncomfortable in any sort of way. Like I didn't need to like take it off or adjust the straps during the race. The only thing is that, well, actually, the only thing was that the plushie's head is so big, and when I'm running around, like the zipper's not closed all the way because the plushie's in there. So I had to adjust the zipper every now and then. But luckily, that's like very easy to do, and I don't need to stop running just to adjust it. But that was something I found out. It's like I had a string to try to keep like the zipper closed, and it worked for the most part. It's just that this plushie has a big head. She's sitting right there. She's like watching me. Yeah, 2 or 3 rest days. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like I don't want to. I was even thinking about doing 1 rest day, but I feel like that wouldn't be enough. So I think 2 rest days is like the sweet spot for me. I show up in the start, dude. If you do that, you got that'd be amazing. Let's see. I think I have a picture of it. Yeah, I have a picture of it on my phone. Let me see if I can try to like show it to you guys through the webcam. Let me see. Wait. This will be my little break. We're only 1 hour into the stream. Okay. Alright. Dude, even Streamlabs called me out. Because Streamlabs was like, hey, idiot, your mic is muted. Okay. Where is the... Is it this one? No. There's like one... There we go. Yeah, so if you see this one right here... There we go. You can see this doofus running with the plushie in the bag. It was so worth it, honestly. Yeah, so I have another race coming soon. So I'm going to see if I can try to do it again. I might even try to see if I can... I mean, I don't know if it'll be possible, but I want to see if I can try to run with the plushie in the chest bag and then hold 2 more plushies in my during the race. So instead of having 1, I'll have 3. Okay, let me just get the stream back up on my phone. So I don't know if I'm gonna try. I feel like I might be able to do it, but I don't know if it's gonna make me uncomfortable. There's only one way to find out. It's gonna be to do it. I'll just need to remember to bring some gloves with me. I don't know, I just have a thing for doing really silly things like that. I mean, this isn't the first time I've done something really silly like that. That involves VTubers. Because yeah, basically a lot of the silly things I'm doing involve VTubers and their merch or or any merch that I have of them. Like last, I actually can't believe this is almost a year ago at this point. Last year, or almost last year, so this is getting close to Christmas time. So if you ever, I don't know if you guys have ever gone to like a mall near Christmas time, and they have like a place where they have Santa chilling there, and you can get pictures with him. So there was a mall probably like a 10-minute drive from my house where they were doing that, and I'm like, I was thinking, like, you know what? Like, honestly, I don't think I've gotten a picture with Santa in so many years, because whenever I tried getting a picture with Santa when I was a kid, I'd be scared to death, and I'd be crying a lot because for some reason I was scared of Santa. And then that's when I remembered about the VTuber merch, and I was like, I have a really stupid idea. So I have a cutout, or like it's like a foam cutout of a VTuber that's hanging out above me over here because I have no space for her, unfortunately. And at the time, so I think at the time I only had the cutout and that plushie. So then I was starting to think, is like, what if I got a picture? Like, what if I just paid the people taking pictures to just get a picture of the VTubers with Santa? So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Like, I don't know if they're gonna say no, but it's gonna be worth a try. So I think it was on a Friday, because I remember going to work, and I think I had like a bag for the standee. So I took it with me, and I took the plushie with me. I took it with me to work, and then after work I went over to the mall. So I go to the people. I'm like, hey, I have a question for you guys. Would it be possible for you guys to get a picture with these things? They surprisingly said yes, and I'm like, oh hell yeah! So I got a picture with them. I don't remember where I put the pictures. They're probably somewhere in the computer. I remember getting the pictures, and then I sent it to the VTubers, and they found it extremely funny. but the fact that these people, they were hella chill with it, they were okay with it, was so awesome. And then there's another time. Oh, actually, let me read chat. Yeah, at the local mall, they still do it. And yeah, they still do it. Yeah, so it's pretty nice to see that is still a thing. Even though back then I used to be like super scared of Santa. Now I'm like, my man, how you doing? It was pretty cool. The other thing, I sometimes ask myself, like, why I like to do these stupid things. I think it's just for my own amusement at this point. But do you guys know Giancarlo Esposito? Like the actor from Breaking Bad. I think he was in The Mandalorian. and he also voice acted in Payday 2. So, oh god. So, I think I need a bit of setup for this, as to how this came to be. So, there is a VTuber I follow. Her plushie's over there, and I don't want to bring it down. So there's one VTuber I follow, and in one of her streams, she mentioned about how she wants how. Oh, I think like they were talking about how Giancarlo Esposito has a thing where, for some reason, people give him plushies, so that when they take the picture, like, and he does this as a joke, like when he holds a plushie for the photo, he has like the most dead serious look ever. And the VTuber, her name is Nene Amano, and she was, and I think I remember her mentioning is like she would love to have her plushie or like any merch of her with Giancarlo, and like have him do that face, like the meme pose. And her plushie was already on the way over to the house. So I was like, this gives me an idea. But and then I feel like this was like the stars were aligning, because about a few weeks later, after I got the like a few weeks after I got the plushie, I found out that Giancarlo was going to be at a local convention, and I was like, I could totally make this happen. So, wait, hold on, let me just go through here. This is terrible. I'm like super distracted now. So, I'm like, okay, I have to plan this out, because this happens to be in the middle of car week. So I'm like, I want to be in Monterey taking pictures of cars. But I also need to go over to the convention to get the picture with Giancarlo and have him take a picture with the plushie. So luckily things worked out, because Sunday I decided, you know, I'm not gonna go to Monterey because I already spent a couple days over there already, so I already got my fill. So Sunday, I brought 2 plushies with me, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna see if I can try to get Giancarlo to take a photo with the plushies. And so I go over to him, and I'm like, hey, can you take a picture with only the plushies? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, oh my god. So I have him take a picture with each plushie, so like one picture for each plushie, and he just has like the most dead serious face ever. I couldn't stop laughing. Because I was like, yeah, because I didn't know if I was going to be able to make it to the convention. And I didn't know if he was going to say no, even though he has done that before, like take pictures of plushies. But to see it all happen, and it's like, oh my god, this is amazing. I was really happy. So then I sent the pictures to the VTubers, and yeah, they were super happy about it. And now the latest stupid thing I'm doing with VTuber merch is going on 5K races with them. Soon it'll be 10K races, and maybe one day I'll bring just one plushie with me, or multiple if I can, to do a half marathon with them. It'll be extremely stupid, but it'll be so worth it. Why not? The car definitely did not like that. Also makes me very curious about what is the next stupid thing I want to do with VTuber merch. I just thought of one, but it's probably not going to be possible for many years to come. That and it's let's see. Have you guys ever heard of the Cannonball Run? If you don't know what a Cannonball Run is, it's where you go from New York City to LA by car as fast as you can. And you go at very legal speeds. Honestly, I would... One of my life goals is to see if I can try to do that one day. But I probably won't be able to. But if I can, somehow, one day, I'm bringing some plushies with me. And I'll make sure I go at very legal speeds. I was watching a video recently where someone was able to do it. They did it in, I don't remember what car it was, but it was like an old station wagon. Well, okay, not old, but it was a station wagon from I think the mid '90s. I think late '80s or mid '90s. I don't know. But like what they did, like they bought the car from some guy near, like in a nearby region, and they bought a couple things, I think, to try to increase its reliability, and then they just went on the Cannonball Run. I would love to try to do that one day, but I don't know if it'll ever happen. Probably not. Probably for the better. Yeah, the James. Yeah, I haven't seen the movie, but like I've seen like a whole bunch of videos on like people doing it, and just like the thought is like, hey, let's go from city to shiny sea as fast as you can in a car. Like I don't know, like that just fascinates me. I remember like when it first started. I don't think it was officially called a Cannonball Run, but it was like just some dude that was like, "Hey, I want to see how fast I can go," and he did on like on a motorcycle. And when the guy did it, like the news at the time, they went crazy with it. It's like, yeah, this dude went across the entire country. Like I don't remember how fast, but like at the time that was insane. And then eventually that's where like you get the cannonball runs that like a lot of us know about. I don't know, like that sort of stuff just fascinates me. I find it really cool to know, or to try to like learn about these things. I think I've heard that some people even do like they do a cannonball rally, but like they don't actually like go super fast. But like, I don't know, like if they take the path that's normally taken, or like if they take like a similar path. But they just cruise around the country. And I think they start from the Red Bull Garage and they end up at I forgot what the place is called in LA. But still, the thought of doing that would be crazy. I wouldn't even know what like if I had the opportunity to do it, I don't even know what kind of car I'd want to do it in. No, don't spin out. It spun out. If we do stop in Iowa, does it? I'm trying to remember. Like, does the routes go through Iowa? I want to say I think like there's one route that does. Okay, yeah, that sounds familiar. Yeah, that sounds familiar now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that does sound familiar. One day, if it becomes a reality. But for now, it'll be just a dream. the more I'm driving this car, it makes me feel like that this car, how do I say it? I feel like it sometimes drives like a mid-engine car. Sometimes. Just like the way it rotates. That was too early in the brakes. Yeah, this reminds me of this, oh gosh. The Subaru WX Group 3 back in GT Sport. Oh my god. Like, I really miss how that car used to drive. Like that car back in GT Sport, it was a really, I think for like a while it was like a really good Group 3 car. Especially like if the track was like kind of short and twisty, so like Laguna Seca. The way I describe the car is that it's a front engine rear wheel drive car, but it almost drives as if it's a mid-engine rear-wheel drive car, but you have almost none of the problems that the MR cars have. Namely, like excessive tire wear on like the rear tires, for example. Because I think I remember there was like a Nations Cup race, and at Laguna Seca with the Group 3 cars, and one of the cars I was testing was the WX Group 3, and it just felt amazing to drive there. It was one of the top cars for that race, rightfully so, because yeah, that car felt really nice to drive. It was really fast, and it was almost drama free. The other fastest cars was the Ferrari 458 and I think the Huracan as well. But yeah, those cars are extremely fast, but their tire wear was not that great. And especially for the Ferrari, it could just snap on you. If you do one little thing wrong, the car will easily get so upset that you just find yourself spinning out into the wall. I think it was a similar story with the Huracan, where you look at it the wrong way and it's going to try to throw you off the track. I am braking too late. Avoid Nebraska. Oh, don't you worry. I was going to avoid Nebraska no matter what. I know over here in California, I think in some cities, like they're getting. I mean, I know it's not the highway, but like I know some cities are getting a lot stricter about how fast you can go, to the point where they're installing speed cameras. So like, I think it's like if you go 5 or 10 miles over, depending on which camera it is, then it'll take a picture of your plates and you'll get a nice little ticket. I've heard at least for GT7, I've heard that the Ferrari 458 Group 3 drives a lot better now. Same goes with the Huracan, and to an extent the R8, the Audi R8 Evo. I've heard that one drives better now. Oh, do you guys remember how I used to drive when the game first came out? The I remember the Peugeot, the RCZ, the what do you call it, the Peugeot RCZ 3. I remember when the game first came out, like that car was amazing to drive. Like you tell that car to rotate, it'll happily do it for you. You tell it to stop rotating, it'll stop. Like the way that car drove when the game first came out was, yeah, it was cloud nine. And then I remember for a while the 458 Group 3 was one of the worst cars because it was nearly undrivable. I think even like the fastest players like actively avoided it because the car was so unstable basically everywhere. The Audi R8 Evo was evil to drive because that car had the very same problem in the Huracan. And it didn't help that those were the circuit experience cars. So any poor soul that had to deal with, well, basically all of us, that had to deal with those cars were in for a very bad time. Good times. I'm just hoping I can find a way to shave off almost 3/10. At least hopefully do it soon. Oh, that was very late in the brakes. That is greedy. Now over here we're near, I think like we're near 1 million people. I'm actually surprised speed cameras were not installed much sooner. Gotta lock in because my pace or my driving is doo-doo. that was too aggressive. And I don't know what I'm doing anymore. It is 8:07 right now, and I have until 8:30 to see if I can try to get the 147. If not, then after the stream, because I'm gonna have dinner after the stream, and then after that, I'm just gonna keep going at it for a bit longer, but just offline, off stream. That's a bit better. Okay. I didn't know. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know you can do that. I just don't want to just throw it in there because the car started getting upset at me. Okay, so if I time it right, that right turn can be flat out. But I have to time it perfectly. And I can't throw the steering that way. Gotta just like lead the car in. I did see a message, I'll get back to it in a moment. That didn't work. GP, how's it going? Oh my goodness. That is super early. Good morning to you, GP. Coming back from Utah Beach. Hopefully you had an awesome trip. Right kink, turn, kink, more of a turn. Yeah, that one's gonna be tricky, but do it right. Should be good. I might just lift. I might just do like a little courtesy lift. That way I can keep the car nice and stable. Because from what I learned there, seems like the MX-5 doesn't like that. I don't know how that worked. I thought I was gonna lose control. But I was too late on the brakes again. Yeah, that little part right there, that was... Yeah, I can't get the arrow there. That was pure luck. I don't know how I got away with it. Yeah, quick lift, quick lift. Got it. I feel like I wanted to talk about something else as well, but I don't remember what. I don't remember at this point. Oh, that was so slightly so early on the throttle. That was wrong. That was bad. I think I remember what I was gonna say now. This Saturday, I want to see if I can try to do another stream, but this time play some Tokyo Extreme Racer. I'm hoping that my computer is more cooperative this time, because I know when I play the game, like without any of the apps, like the game runs mostly fine. There's a little bit of stutters here and there, but it's not so bad. But when I try to stream it, that's where I get a lot more stutters. So I want to see if I can try to stream it. I don't know yet. I think there was another game I was thinking about wanting to stream. Trying to remember what game it was. I don't remember. Ooh, there we go. Could have been worse. that was not it. I think I'm braking too early now. Final breaking point is the banner. Yeah, I just gotta brush or clean up this lap a little bit more, and then the 47 should be mine. But I'm having a bit of skill issues, which means it is just another day in the office. I think that could have been a little better. I know, like exiting the second tunnel, it was almost great, but then it got a little sloppy. This might be a new personal best. I think this might be like a 290. 268. It got sloppy. Yeah, the bridge left. Yeah, I'm having that issue too, where I'm either braking or turning in just a little too early. Yeah, but thank you. Yeah, doing good so far. I just need to now shave off a little over 2.5 tenths of a second. Still chipping it away little by little, so it's progress, which is good enough. I'm hoping that if I can somehow get that 47, then I can just start making the lap out tonight. I don't know if I'll be able to get it out tonight. At least I'll be able to get started on it. Send it. Yeah, don't send it. Okay, that was not gonna work. Start this lap. Come on, car, behave. No, that was slightly too early on the throttle. Let's make it happen. Let's improve our time. Oh, the car's stepping out too much. It doesn't want to stop turning. In the grass. Wait. Oh, no. I want to be honest, I'm getting really hungry now. That's not going to do anything to the car, though. The only thing that actually does affect the car for these time trials is if you widen the wheels or change the wheel sizes. But usually that does bad things to the car. Especially because you can't tune anything else. But like wings, bumpers and all that, that's all cosmetic only. So it doesn't do anything. It makes it look cooler though, but that's about it. It's just the wheels that actually affect the car, but in these cases, usually in a negative way, because that's when you face the risk of the car bottoming out. I think there was like a couple cars in some of the well, not really more recent, but there was like a couple cars where if you did that for the on the time trials, it was catastrophically bad. I know what's it called? The Garage RCR's Honda Civic. If you widen the wheels or made the wheels larger, turning was extremely difficult. Like the car would just bottom out everywhere. I know there was another one where the car, if you gave it wide wheels, it had a much higher chance of it bottoming out. I hate that I was doing so good right there. I think this is gonna be my last run before I go eat because all I'm thinking about is dinner. I think I gained just a tiny bit on the Ghost. Nope. I got desperate right there. Oh my goodness. Alright. Well, didn't get to 47. I still feel like I can get it tonight. Just after the stream. I'm just really hungry. But I'm going to go ahead and call it a stream here. But thank you guys for stopping by. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to end the stream in just a moment. Wait, gotta do all this. And try not to trip over myself. Alright. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. Take care. And I'll see you guys later. Alright, have a good night, y'all. Thanks for stopping by, GP Chris. Who else? Oh yeah, I feel like I can definitely get to 47. It's just that I'm too hungry right now. I'm too hungry to focus on this. So I'm gonna go eat and I'll come back and I'll probably be able to smash my way into the 47s. But yeah. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.